All right, this is just a spur of the moment video, but I just got to tell you one thing. Invest. Invest, invest, invest. And again, this is just my thoughts. This is not advice. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. And part of my hiatus that I'm kind of on from social media in general, even, like I said, this is like if you don't know already, this is just a download. There's no strategy here or nothing like that. But that message is something that I feel like I almost can't even wait. Like at some point, I feel like I gotta go back on social media. I gotta go back to my people and let them know the importance of investing. And especially like, you grow up in certain communities, right? If you're not privileged to have, be around environments where people are talking about this kind of stuff when you're growing up, the importance of finance, how to manage your money, how to invest. If you're not getting a good education in that while you're growing up, you're walking blind as an adult. And the problem with that is that you're screwing away your most important time, which is right now. Right? And I'm speaking specifically to people in their 20s, people in their 30s. This applies to all ages, right? But specifically people in your 20s and 30s, your opportunity is so grand that every day that you don't do the right things starting from your age now is having a multiplied negative effect in your future. So the single greatest thing that I feel like you can do is invest right now. I'm not going to say the single greatest thing, but you got to hear me out when I say this, right? There's a lot that you can do. The most important thing is going to be a mindset shift. In one direction or another, mindset shifts are the biggest thing that you can do for yourself because they precede all other types of improvements that you're going to make in your life, right? It always starts with up here, okay? But listen to me. I hope if you stayed this long, through the ramble of that 2 minutes, let me break it down for you just simple like this. Put automatic money into an index fund, right? Go on whatever the app is going to be easiest for you to set up, easiest for you to connect to your bank account. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Just start investing. And I'm talking specifically to a person who does not have experience with investing. If you got some experience, yeah, you can do more and worry about optimizing this, that, what type of this, all of that. If you know truly in your heart that you have not been a good person about saving, you have not been a good person about investing, get yourself on an automatic Robinhood account that takes money out of your account. Now, the way I got it set up and the way I would recommend for somebody like that, set it up to take money out daily. However much money that you can commit per month, right? So you got to sit down with your budget and figure it out. However much money you can commit per month, make sure that comes out daily. So if it's $150 that you want to put, well, it only does it on trading days, right? At least with Robinhood, it only take the money out and make the trades. Of course, all of them. We're talking about the stock market only trades Monday to Friday. So you're talking about 20 days out the month, right? Monday to Friday, 4 weeks out the month. So 20 days. So let's say you want to spend $200 a month, right? Then that comes down to $50 a week. So that means you're on $10 a day, right? Because there's 5 days in a trading week. So you want $10 a day coming out your account, automatically being invested in an index fund. I'm personally doing QQQ. You could go and look at yourself some of the options, but QQQ is, it's a tech-focused index fund, and it's aggressive, and I'm okay with that right now. So, but it doesn't matter which one you do. It really doesn't. If you go with any of the big name ETFs, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You just have to look at the success rate. And what is the success rate that the market has had about producing a consistent return versus what is the success rate of drop shipping? What is the success rate of gambling? What is the success rate of you trying to hit the next big thing? Automatically invest. Don't even think about that money as yours, because you're going to have to adopt a new concept that you're not familiar with. And that is having money and not spending it. The money is not yours to run up to 10,000 and then you're going to take it out and go do something with it. Go start a business or this or that. No. This money does not get touched. Period. Until you reach that point, I would highly recommend you start studying compound interest. You start watching a couple videos. You start playing with some calculators and really understand. There's not even any real cause for you to be thinking about touching any of that money we're talking about until that scale tips. So you got $1 million in there and you're getting that constant compounding every year. And you don't take out, like if you got $1 million in there and you're getting 10% a year, you don't take out 100,000 each year to keep yourself stuck. You got to take out a small percent. One of the figures I heard is 4%. 4% would allow you to withdraw and keep growing at a decent rate. Forgive me, I got some issues with my mouth, but you have to invest. It's not optional. I don't even want to be on social media, but I just feel like I want to run and tell everybody, like, you got to go now. There's no more time. Because if you just wait 5 years, you've significantly downgraded. I think at 21, it's like an 88 times multiplier on every dollar. Every dollar turns into 88. And I know that doesn't sound that grand. A dollar turns to 88. Well, what's the big deal? You got to understand that money makes more money and makes more money. It's not just 1 into 88. It's going to keep growing. So just stay with me here. Invest, invest, invest. If I could say nothing else right now to anybody that is looking to do anything with their life, just invest, please. And then the beautiful thing about index investing, the beautiful thing about making it automatic, you could even delete the app. I believe so. I want to, yeah. Like, for example, Robinhood, there's a web app and a mobile app. You don't have to have the mobile app on your phone. Your account is still going to do what your account is going to do because it's also available on the web. It's not like you're deleting your account. Make it easy. Make it automatic. Make it like you shouldn't even, you're going to get in the habit of seeing that balance and knowing that you can't touch it. And that in and of itself will start to grow the discipline for you. All right. So look, check it out. Here's why I say do daily. This is exactly why I say do daily. Because as somebody who is new to investing, right? And I'm not even saying this is me. I'm just saying in general. As somebody who is new to investing, one of the things that people can get caught up in is either my money is not moving at all, I don't see any results, or I'm losing money, right? They see a down day, or this day, or that day. So maybe they start a little bit and they're like, I'd rather just do something fun with my money. I'd rather just do something else. When you invest daily, you're going to see your account balance going up every day. Even if there's a down day in the market, somehow your account balance is still going to keep going up pretty much no matter what happens. Unless it's a big down day. And even then, that's just a buying opportunity. I'm not going to get into that. But when you invest daily, you're seeing this, oh my God, like more money and more money. You feel like a winner. You feel like you're being assisted somehow, right? Even though the stock market could have went down the whole month. But all you know is that at the start of the month, you had $500. At the end of the month, you got $700. That feels good. What doesn't feel good for people and what would get them discouraged is if start of the month they have $500, end of the month they have $300. I'm like, oh no, and they start panicking. I digress. I really meant for this to be a quick video, but this is so important. It's so important. It's so important. And I wish to God that anybody who, like, the younger that you are hearing this, the happier that I am. This is so important. It's really simple. Automatic investing, right? It's called dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost average. I would recommend doing it daily, but you could do it on whatever timeline makes sense. Dollar cost average. Study, learn, watch videos on the compound effect. And then the third layer is this. We're not spending time on these things. I'm just talking to people who are getting started, want to have that long. This is going to create millions for you. When you talk about old age, just you putting that $10 away that you could do without. You know you could do without it. You putting that $10 away, this is going to create millions for you in your later years. It just will. You look at the calculators and tell me it won't. It will create millions for you. So here's the last layer. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the chasing of this money. This is an automatic process. It's going to happen without your involvement. All you have to do is set it up and not touch it. Make sure the money's in your account. If you have a job, make sure you're setting aside the money in it and that it's there. And if you need to go do a side hustle, like I'm doing Uber Eats right now because I want to make sure, right? I got $50 a day. That's how much I'm doing. $50 a day, $1,000 a month. I got to make sure that money is there when Robinhood tries to go take it. That's important to me. It's enough to do this in addition to my job. It's enough to do this even though I'm in pain right now with my mouth and even though I'm tired because it's been like 8 hours. You have to make sure that the money is there. You have to make sure that it's automatically being taken out. Now, if you have a standard job, you might have a 401k. Look into these things, right? Look into these things because a regular brokerage might not be your best bet. You might have an employer match, right? So it's different things, right? It's different things and different opportunities. But do not let analysis paralysis be part of the situation. Immediately start saving at a bare minimum. Investing. Please start. Don't feel like you have to learn or know everything. You need to know that your goal right now is not to become a trader and start buying this stock and what stock am I buying next? No, you're going to invest in index funds and you're not going to touch it. You're not going to see that money until compound interest starts doing its thing. And how much peace is it going to bring to you knowing you got $500K at your back if you ever really needed it, right? I know we're saying don't touch it, and I mean don't touch it until that compound interest start working even harder till you get to $1 million and $2 million and $3 million, right? When I say don't touch it, I don't mean that you're never going to touch it. The point of the money is not just to have it sitting there. You're going to touch it at some point. You just want to make sure that when you go to touch it, there's something to touch. You can't be going paycheck to paycheck your whole life, in and out your whole life. You want to make sure that there's something to touch. And I haven't been doing a good job, but I've been doing terrible. This is new for me. But the more I learn, the more I educate myself, the more this is ingrained in the philosophy of how I think, the more I feel like I'm almost cheating if I don't tell other people about it. Because it's not talked about in the vein that it needs to. It's talked about as a good thing for you to do. No, this is essential. It's like essential as you eating food, breathing, brushing your teeth. This is essential. It's not optional. It's not optional. And when you start looking at it like it's essential and not optional, oh my God. Everything's going to change. Everything's going to change. And I want you to hear me on that.